Yo, what's up, dudes? It's your bruv, Eagle Bruv, and I'm back with episode 6 of my Borderlands 2 Effervescent Guide. And today, guys, we have an interesting one, man. We have the shotgun for you, known as the Unicornsplosion. And this thing is kind of a pain to get to. There are a couple steps that you guys need to get. And unfortunately, this gun is one of those that if you've already have done some of these things that I'm going to mention in the video, you pretty much can't redo it. You'll have to almost do a brand new playthrough, do a full reset, and then you can get this gun. But the majority of us may not have already done that. I did, so you won't see the actual drop, but of course I'm going to show you guys how to get this thing, take you step by step, and then give you guys some gameplay and go through the wiki at the end. So to get the Unicornsplosion, we first need the mysterious amulet that you get from the Tiny Tina DLC, and I recommend putting yourself in normal mode and then going to the layer of infinite agony. If you've already completed this mission, you can't do it again. Maybe true Vault Hunter mode, just something that you have not completed this mission, just log in that way. Again, you might need to create a new character. You might need to do a reset to get that mission to appear, because it's only going to appear once. You guys can see there in the layer of infinite agony on the map, it does pop up. This is also a somewhat rare-ish mission. Not necessarily rare, but it doesn't spawn every time. If it doesn't spawn, just save and quit and then reopen it and just check to see in the map, like I just did, if that little exclamation mark is there. So if that is, then you could go ahead and take out a few enemies. We're going to be getting the mysterious amulet in this case, and if you already have it, then you don't have to worry about getting this from Mr. Miz. You can skip this step and go to the next one that I'm going to show you, but I did not have it, so you do have to complete this mission. Again, I went into normal mode, completed the mission. This mission, he's going to ask if you want to punch him or buy the relic, and in this case, you're going to want to just buy it, because if you punch him, you're not going to be able to get the relic. So buy the relic there. Normal mode's going to be cheaper. Now, once you do have the relic, you could save and quit and then boot into Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, or whatever the highest you're at, wherever you want the Unicornsplosion level to be, which I do recommend the highest, because you only have one chance of getting this thing. So once you have the amulet, you're going to boot up Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, OP10, what I recommend again, and then we're going to go to Backburner and complete the mission called My Brittle Pony that you get here from Vaughn. It is a side mission. You do have to have the Fight for Sanctuary DLC, and you have to pretty much complete the full DLC to unlock that side mission capabilities there. So not only are we going into the Tiny Tina DLC, you have to unlock that layer of infinite agony to get the amulet. We also do need to have the Fight for Sanctuary DLC pretty much unlocked as well and gone through. So once you've done that, completed the mission, go back to Vaughn, and then that's going to unlock Butt Stallion. Of course, if you guys are aware of Borderlands, just any Borderlands lore you know of Butt Stallion, which is going to be the one that's going to drop us the Unicornsplosion. So once you've done that, change the mysterious amulet and equip that relic, and then that way what you'll do is, one, it'll of course give you that trophy there in the top, but the very first time you give Iridium to Butt Stallion, she'll give you the Unicornsplosion. Now again, as I mentioned, guys, I already have this, so it did not show up for me, but if you did those steps right, if you have the amulet, you just completed the My Brittle Pony mission, come over here, equip the amulet, and then give Butt Stallion the Iridium, then she'll pop out the Unicornsplosion the very first attempt. I highly recommend getting one with a vertical grip, because it will give you a ×3 multiplier on the damage. So if you don't get that, you could just close out of your game, respawn in this area. Don't save and quit again, because that's going to pretty much get rid of the gun itself. So just close the game and then come back in, keep trying for that vertical grip, man. But that is how you get it. Definitely a pretty lengthy task at hand, but definitely worth it. Now we're going to go ahead and jump into the gameplay and go through the wiki. Unicornsplosion is an effervescent E-Tech shotgun manufactured by Torg. It can be obtained by feeding Butt Stallion in the back burner while wearing the mysterious amulet. The special weapon effects, the red text says, a magnificent gift from a dear friend, neither forgotten nor forsaken. Fires a miniature Butt Stallion that explodes upon impact. You guys can see that in the gameplay. That it does shoot out miniature Butt Stallions, which is actually pretty sweet. Spawning 3 smaller projectiles, which also explode on impact. Consumes 2 ammo per shot. And throughout the gameplay, man, this thing's definitely a really cool one to have. It's kind of like the Swordsplosion, but obviously does not shoot out swords, shoots out Butt Stallions in this case. I do also recommend kind of shooting it from a decent range, because it's going to potentially drop you. I know I got dropped a few times while going through the gameplay, because those projectiles will explode and can knock you. The usage and description says the Unicornsplosion is a powerful weapon that deals explosive damage. The slow projectiles may cause difficulty in scoring direct hits beyond short range, but the MIRV effect on impact allows it to remain useful at longer distances. The slower projectiles can be remedied with the skills such as Zero's Velocity and Maya's Accelerate. It is possible to have the child unicorns hit the enemy directly on impact if aimed at the right spot, inflicting such damage that even some of the strongest enemies can be killed with a single hit. This damage is drastically increased when using the foregrip accessory, which adds 2 extra projectiles, tripling damage. As I mentioned, guys, if you're going for this gun, definitely go for the foregrip or the 3-time damage multiplier, because that's going to be one that's going to be the best option that you can have on this gun. So when you are farming it, don't save and quit from Butt Stallion. You'll get it. You can just dashboard out of the game, close out of the game, and then come back in and keep trying for that. There are a couple notes on this. The Unicornsplosion can spawn with any shotgun accessory, but the prefix does not appear in the weapon's name. If the Unicornsplosion spawns with a vertical grip accessory, it will fire 3 projectiles instead of 1 for no extra ammo. The child projectiles deals 70% card damage as splash damage. This damage can be further boosted with grenade damage bonuses. Kills with the child projectiles count as grenade kills. The Unicornsplosion's effect has the same as the Swordsplosion. And the last note is an important one. It does say the method of obtaining the Unicornsplosion is not affected by Ultimate Vault Hunter mode resets. Wearing the amulet and feeding Butt Stallion again will not give another Unicornsplosion unless the amulet is a new one. Example, one that has been purchased from Mr. Miz after the reset. So if you guys do end up resetting for this gun, make sure that you get the amulet in the reset as well. You can't transfer the amulet from the previous game before the reset. You have to make sure that you get it in that exact playthrough as well in that reset, which again makes it a little bit of a difficult one to get. So of course, man, that was it. If you guys do enjoy the video, be sure to hit the thumbs up, sub to the channel. Now this one's a very difficult one to get your hands on. Obviously I wasn't able to show you guys gameplay of the actual drop, so if you guys have not completed what I showed in the video, definitely go do it. It isn't difficult if you have not done those missions, but if you have, obviously that's going to be a little bit of a hurdle for you, and best of luck getting this thing. So of course, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, man. We only have a couple more of these left. I might do the retainer shield. I think we do have another weapon as well that will pump out. But anyway, guys, appreciate you for stopping by as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.